Ukraine's longest war is changing everything. Tech has given Ukraine room to breathe. On the front line, robots replacing the troops it is running out of. Deep strikes into Russia, taking a nightly pain for years only felt in Ukrainian cities, right up to the Kremlin. A brave new world of warfare, drones and robots killing humans. Survival, the mother of invention, buying Ukraine time, an edge for now. They call this the road of life, but it's about survival, not living. It is safest on foot, under skies ruled by tiny killer drones targeting any vehicle, the net trying to block the horror from above. If you can, make the robot your friend, your porter, though machines are normally the enemy here.
This now, pretty much all over the front lines. Tiny bits of fibre optic cable used to connect drones to their controller can go on for tens of kilometres, stopping the jamming before.
A Russian drone above. The Ukrainians open fire.
Follow him. Stay in the doorway.
They hit it.
That's the impact. And you have to split out because the drone will try and target groups of individuals. Sometimes 1, 2, 3 you find.
We're doing Sasha and Bogdan's usual walk along this road between two Ukrainian positions. But it takes 5 hours, and we are buzzed by attack drones 14 times.
Go, go!
The trees aren't just a place to hide, but somewhere the drones cannot fly. Russian drones circle, targeting vehicles, but also dropping explosives on troops.
The battlefield has completely changed in a matter of a year. Nobody drives cars on this road unless you have to. Nobody drives in tanks. That's outgoing artillery. These robots used for resupply. Up ahead we can see people repairing the nets, a kind of key protection. But these used to resupply food, ammunition, all around the front line.
The next one
There it
is right on top of us.
There it is. The nash, да?
They hit it.
А мій трастер пішов.
That grey streak.
А?
And it falls. Whirring down.
Як мій трастер зайшов?
But it hasn't detonated. Debris drifts. There's been no blast. So we are alive. It may have been a recon drone, but flew like a Russian attacker. Down the road is the Konstantinivka front, where the Kremlin's advance has been slowed to a crawl at the enormous cost across the front of 35,000 Russian dead and wounded a month, says Ukraine. This is the 10th attack.
They caught sight of it briefly, and it appears to be coming closer now. Actually intense fire. You can hear it. Maybe that vehicle was its target.
We are nearing their bunker position. There are moments here to rest, see the trophies of drones that failed, but we have to get back. As soon as we emerge, they are above us again. This is the new warfare. hide. Shoot at the sky, run. Fire drones back. The buzz stays with you, ringing in your ears for hours later. No respite. The grey smoke, perhaps it hit the net.
That was close, loud. You could hear the shrapnel landing on the tarmac, clearly targeting that armoured vehicle.
It is hard to see how this grind is a win, but it is. Ukraine on foot, robots in support, automation replacing scarce troops, holding ground. Even this trip to load the resupply robots brings huge peril. Logistics routes are a key target for both sides' drones, and they are quick here to load ammunition, as 5 boxes of shells and bullets gently trundle out into the quiet farming village for a 10-hour country drive to the front line.
A job that would take potentially dozens of people, huge amount of risk. The act here of resupplying the frontline positions with ammunition, well, it's now automated. And at this point, probably, this is where the remote control picks up.
It is an unusually urgent cargo, troops pinned down for months. We met 2 Ukrainians who had just, minutes earlier, ended a 20-mile, 12-hour walk since dawn, out from the front, after spending close to a year, non-stop, in the trenches. This is callsign Crow, whose ordeal you can see in his walk, there 12 days short of a year. And this is callsign Creepy, 334 days.
Мене єдине, що тримало, це діти і жінка. Я би вже давно поїхав.
But he's not spoke to his wife at all.
Через рацію записував голосове сообщення і передавав.
During one major attack, Creepy simply couldn't build enough defences.
Ми не встигали набирати землю в мішки і викладати. Мішки закінчуються, вже не все набирати. Коротше, все, що підручне є, то і затулялися, щоб нам не влетіло і нас всіх не поклало.
What you cannot see is their acrid smell and the glow of invincibility around both. Ukraine's manpower crisis is real. There are few fighting-age males left to easily draft. And so the fix, for now, is, again, a machine. We're inside something new and rare, a night assault against 3 Russian frontline positions in the east, all done by 6 ground attack robots. Casual clothes, so they're not spotted coming into the bunker here. Gamer chairs. A drone in the sky, helping guide the robot on the ground.
It's oddly tense as they have to navigate the debris on the ground all around them, just feeling their way, getting stuck, the engines whirring, but they're getting closer and closer now.
The first 2 robots strike. The Russians, they say here, call this silent death. The robots audible from only 10 meters away. The next 2 move out of hiding in the foliage. Even the body shop is streamed live. Gora, aged 22, the MVP here.
They are not only repairing the vehicle here, they're also building them. I'm actually a software engineer. Not only software, embedded hardware software engineer. Mm-hmm. The key is not the vehicles, the key is the minds.
Over 164 operations they've calculated these did the job of 2,300 infantry, about half of whom would be dead or injured in the assault. Commanders here fought in the worst places, like Bakhmut and Avdiivka.
Я собі навіть це не уявляв, але я розумію, що якби на той час були такі засоби, більше б моїх побратимів залишились живими.
Тоді війна була якась така більш, можна так сказати, чоловіча. Там вирішували твої навички, як ти натренований, наскільки ти вишколений і так далі. А зараз все вирішують технології, але нам від цього не втекти. Тобто...
Another has come unstuck, rolled over in a trench. The 6th tries a rescue. The role of the grunt, too, is being automated. This Browning heavy machine gun on tank tracks can wait for days in the bushes, Its main limit? It can only carry 400 rounds.
Это почти как компьютерная игра. Почти. Только здесь нет возможности перезапустить уровень.
The arrival of the machines hasn't stopped ordinary lives here in Kramatorsk being savaged. They exist under nets to protect them from Russian drones. Many here deciding after 4 years now is the time to leave their homes, like just hours earlier, Svetlana and Viktor.
Знаєте що, лучше лізь, бо я буду плакати. Давайте не будемо розмовляти. Мені це розстройство, я і так плачу.
І в нас у селі ні одної хати нема, щоб була ціла. І людей нема. Оце нас оставалось 3 чоловіка. І то ми потікали. Тепер ми переживаємо, животних оставили в хаті. Ще не вмерла Україна. Да? Ще не вмерла.
Nightly Russian attacks persist, this one waking us in Kharkiv. But the starkest reversal since Putin began this invasion of choice is that Ukraine can now hit back deep inside Russia and Moscow, literally keeping the Kremlin awake at night. We're now with perhaps Russia's most keenly sought target in the war. A deep strike Ukrainian drone unit launching this night a wave of 200 attack drones into Russia.
The issue here is the scale. Potentially 20 drones being launched just from here, and 3 or 4 other locations around here also involved in tonight's attack. The sheer number overwhelming, it seems, much of Russia's air defences and causing persistent embarrassment to the Kremlin.
Working fast in silence, knowing an error with the fuel or explosives or launch could kill them all.
They are a key target for the Russian Shahid drones flying overhead, constantly interrupting their work, which is going to go on all night.
Close to here, Russian strikes have just hit Ukrainian civilians. And in Russian Stavropol, these Ukrainian drones hit. The mayor telling Russians there to stay indoors. In another field, another technological leap is at work. Jet boosters used to get drones to their 120-mile-an-hour speed in just seconds. At their base, one screen is a glimpse of a world order turned on its head. Dozens of Ukrainian drones roaming inside Russia. Code, coordinates, targets, AI-powered, pulsing on the screen faster than your eyes can read. Russia, often seen as the 3rd largest military power, preyed upon by a series of laptops.
It's our biggest advantage and why it's so hard for Russia to destroy this program, because we split up. We don't have any command centers and we use dozens of places. Also, this software gives us a chance to work with thousands of UAVs.
The Luti drone can take a huge payload over 1,200 miles. There are decoys, and a jet-powered drone, they say, seems to appear like a rocket on Russian radar.
Those are decoys. We send hundreds of them. Some are empty, some with a payload. The payload is small, but it's enough to destroy air defense systems.
It is dizzying, the speed of evolution, adaptation, ingenuity. Ukraine 2 years ago begging for old American missiles to hit just inside Russia's borders. But now it builds itself and launches so many drones, often as deep as Russian Siberia. Even Kremlin loyalists are questioning Putin's endgame. Now the West wants to learn from what Ukraine had to do to survive when it didn't get the help it needed. Each leap, advantage, lasts just months before the other side catches up. Ukraine is ahead for now, but only because it's learned it'll likely be on its own when it's not.